Hey, that kickoff, man. That kickoff caught me off guard. What the hell, man? Okay, welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Joseph Mokwena. I'm your host, and this is a place where we love South African football, and of course, every now and then we look at European football. Now, this is one of those African days. Where we're going to be watching. Our South African representatives represent us in the CAF Champions League. Orlando Pirates is playing versus Ahly. These teams know a lot about each other. They actually do know a lot about each other. 3 wins for Pirates, 2 draws, and 1 win for Ahly in the 6 games that these two have faced each other, playing against each other. And that is where we sit here. It's been a while, man. Orlando Pirates has been out in the cold for a little bit. In terms of the CAF Champions League, I know everybody points to the Confed. I'm not trying to throw any shade towards Orlando Pirates, but they have been out of the Champions League for a while, and they make their triumphant return here for the third season of Jose Rivero's tenure here at Orlando Pirates. Heban. Apologies to those who are not seeing me properly. Let me just make sure that everything is fine here. Okay, so here comes Orlando Pirates. A lot of questions have been asked about Orlando Pirates and whether their game would fit in with the CAF Champions League. They are a fast-playing team. They do love attacking very quickly on counters, on transition, and maybe we're going to see a little bit of that has been missing over the past few games. This season, Orlando Pirates has come in and played a completely different style of football. They're more patient. You know, they're willing to sit back and wait. They're willing to score their 1 or 2 goals and then go back, and that is something that kind of hurt them versus Stellenbosch, where versus Stellenbosch, they couldn't get that early goal. They couldn't get those. Those nerve-settling goals, and now they had to play a very fast game towards the end, but it was all in vain since Stellenbosch got their goal through Titus, and they were able to win the game, which is very interesting for this game because Ahly doesn't play the best brand of football. You know, they're the best in Africa, but their football is not Shushan and Piano. It's not a tiki-taka type thing. It's more of a survive and take your chances. They're very, very good at taking their chances when they need to take their chances. And that is what makes them the champions. I suspect that Ahly is going to be sitting back for most of this game. I suspect that Pirates is going to be doing a lot of the attacking work. But Ahly is going to be waiting to spring something on them as soon as they can get out and face them. There is a reason why young Mfukeng is the key player, Mfukeng, that is apparently has been hunted by Barcelona B, the Barcelona Atletico team, which is the reserve team, you would say. Oh, there's the ball like the tightest one. Hey, banna. Okay, they've been studying. As I was saying, Mfukeng, man. Mfukeng is wanted by the Barcelona B team, which of course plies this trade in the 3rd division. They don't have reserve teams like we do here, where they've got their own league where they play. It's more of an M Tigers, Mamelodi Sundowns type setup that they have running there in the Spanish league. So that will be very interesting to see if they do, in fact, want to take him on fully, and whether he will fit into that team and what chances that gives him. You know, there's always a couple of ways to look at the situations. You could say that this could be something that holds him back in terms of him being a 20-year-old going to a La Masia-filled team. La Masia-filled team that he might not be able to break into the starting lineup that side, and what does that mean for his development? But of course, the more positive way to look at it is to say that, you know, he's probably going to get a lot more eyes on him playing for that team and maybe he might not play for the first team, but he could always make it into some other Spanish teams. He could always make it into those type of other setups that exist that side, and maybe even to some other European teams. He might not have to take as long as Pesitao took to get to the top, but let's see what that can bring them. So watch him be a lot more active in this game here. And then, of course, Saleng makes it back into the starting lineup. It is Munapule Saleng, a man that Pirates fans have been wondering what has been going on, since all we know about his absence has been that he's been going through personal issues. And, you know, sometimes when teams say personal issues, they just mean that they're not quite getting along, maybe with the manager at that point right there. So let's see. Apologies if I look a little bit distracted. I'm getting TikTok online because there seems to have been a little bit of a break there in my connection. So we are going to be watching this game together once I can get everybody in properly. Okay, it's been Pirates has been dominant. Pirates has been the dominant party in this game, as you'd expect in a game versus Al Ahly. Like I said, Al Ahly is not a team that is going to come out and blow you out of the water. It's a team that enjoys, you know, sitting back, absorbing, and then hitting you. They've already had a couple of chances there. Well, one in particular where they've played the ball through, trying to get one of their players out wide, similar to the goal that was scored by Stellenbosch, the goal scored by Stellenbosch in the game that Pirates has lost, the only game in the league that Pirates has lost, has come from an opening on the left-hand side. And I know Umunyane was put on the bench for Dino van Rooyen, but can van Rooyen stay disciplined? As for the starting lineups, we have El Shanawi in goal, you have Rabia, Yasser, Yaha, Omar, Akram, Marwan, Imam, Reda Slim, Taher, and Wessam as the starting lineup for Al Ahly. Then, of course, for Pirates, you have Chain in goal, Van Rooyen, Sessa, Nesbisi, Marco Makaula, Mfuke Mbata, Saleng, Mahopa, and Hoto as the lineup for Orlando Pirates. In the last 5 games, Orlando Pirates has 1 loss and 4 wins. The 1 loss, of course, coming on the 1st of December versus Stellies, where they lost 1-0, a game I have referenced now. But in the Champions League itself, they've gone away to Algeria and won 2-1 against CR Belouizdad, a team that has the South African Umayo, son of Patrick Mayo, who played for Kaizer Chiefs. Khanye Mayo prized this trade that side and actually scored in that game. Al Ahly, in their last 5 games, have 2 draws and 3 wins. Their last game out was against National Bank, where they drew 0-0. And then, of course, on the 26th of November, they played Stade Bijan, where they beat them 4-2. They beat Stade Bijan 4-2 in their CAF game. So this is going to be very interesting. Like I said, Pirates has met 6 times with Al Ahly. They've won 3, drawn 2, and Al Ahly has only got 1 win versus this Pirates team. Okay, I seem to have a TikTok online now. Let's see. Bongani says the conditions should favor Pirates. Do you know what's funny? The one thing I never thought of when I was looking into this game and I was preparing, the one thing I never thought of is that Al Ahly is, of course, from the north. And that means that in the north right now, it's winter. So how much does that factor into this game that they're going to play here? 3 p.m. heat of South Africa, something that we've often said, sometimes you need to do, man. Make things tough for the opposition. Bring them into the heat. Mina, I'd say go to Limpopo, Ntuan. They say Polokwane, Pitamukava, and see if they can stand the heat, especially coming from their winter up there, up north. But let's see what type of influence that will have on this game. 9 minutes in, it is 0-0. Pirates did look brighter. But again, I'll say it one more time. Al Ahly doesn't play beautiful football. Al Ahly doesn't tiki-taka the ball and pass it around and do. What they do is wait for their 1 or 2 chances, score, and go home. That is pretty much what they've been doing. They have a horrible record when we talk about them playing in South Africa. They have yet to win, I believe, a game this side. So that is a very interesting fact that is going to follow Al Ahly in this game. Let's see. Oh, Habibi Al Ahly. Habibi Al Ahly All our 10 overthinkers. We are Mamelodi Sundowns and we are Juju. Oh, hey, funny enough, Mamelodi Sundowns will be in action at 9 p.m. They're playing AS FAR Rabat from Morocco. I will be here for that game, but luckily, because there's some time in between, I'm going to take a break, then we'll come back and start a new live for that game at 9 p.m. But right now, let's see what Pirates has in the bag here. And then, I mean, it has to be a bonus. Yeah, Mr. Sir, we'll see if it's a bonus. Head-to-head between the two Pirates is 1-4-3 against the opponents. Got them to the final. We said we should start supporting ourselves. Look. I don't know if we're doing the GNU. Please, guys, tell me in the comments if you guys are joining the GNU. That is going to be us partnering, man, with our people, our Pirates, the guys who are playing in CAF. The South African team's playing in CAF. Are we with them? Are we supporting them, or are we still throwing our lines? Haperona is different because those Chiefs shem are really good tournamenting ena. So we can pick and choose how we want to go. The problem with you guys is that the moment you win, la rejigela, what a highly Mamelodi Sundowns. They support, and then all of a sudden, they'll be telling you about them winning, representation, best team in Africa. Where's your team? What? We know you guys. Ahly, of course, drawn in Group A of the Club World Cup. They're going to be playing Group A. Mamelodi Sundowns has drawn Dortmund, Juventus, and Ulsan HD for their games that side. So that's also going to be something to watch at the Club World Cup next year. Baraki June, July. Hey, man, we must figure out how to do it. Mamelodi Sundowns. Sundowns, guys, man, ari seka ufela man. Sundowns. Okay, let me see. Van Rooyen will cook, says Mr. Sir. Isn't that what you're afraid of when we say Van Rooyen will cook? I guess when you have, what Jose is trying to do here is allow Van Rooyen to cook because he's got Marco and Hoto on the pitch at the same time. So if you can see the position that Hoto is picking up, they're trying very hard to keep it as a back three, maybe to learn from the mistakes from the game that they played versus Stellenbosch, and have defensive cover. Should things get tough, you bring Hoto maybe back down, and then you start making your other subs. One thing that I'm liking from this game is that I think he looked into some of the things we spoke about with the Pirates, where we've said, I don't think Makgopa and Tito can play in the same team. Makgopa tends to come back and try to take up that space where Tito plays, which really does distract Tito and takes him out of the game. And then when Makgopa feels bad and stops doing that, he tends to go out wide, and then you wonder why he's wide. And Tito gets some play there in the middle, but then, you know, what happens there? It does look like a big thing is going to be trying to make Mfukeng a midfielder, a central attacking midfielder at 10, which is going to be interesting. Guys, tap the screen. It is free. Let's try rank as much as possible. And then also Kopari Gift, guys. Kopari Gift. Hey, Tabang, welcome. Mr. says, I don't support Sundowns when they play CAF. Guys, Pirates is not bafana, so they have their fans. Agent says, as the leader of the progressive force, we are not part of the GNU. Heaven. Sammy says, I won't support a foreign team against an SA team. I'm behind Pirates. Thank you, say, me man. Oh. We can't fight now. We're only supporting OP for relay since Parker is watching. Otherwise, they can do as they want. Oh, so your love is conditional today. Corner to Ahly. They've gotten a corner. Let's see what they do with it. Naki Sharp, when it comes to Sundowns, I want nothing to do with them. Makgopa's a liability in this game. Yeah, it's rare he doesn't become stubborn. Sometimes you have to see the game for what it is, eh? You can try and fight as much as you want, and you can't see anything. Ratswaledi, you can stream the game on sabcsports.com, SABC Sports Facebook page, and then also SABC Plus if you want to download the app. I believe it is showing. Let me just check. Is it showing on? It should be showing on SABC as well. It is an afternoon game. So it's SABC 3. SABC 3 seems to be showing this game as well. But I'm watching it on Supersport 209. So if you want to stream, you've also got DStv stream as an option, and Showmax PL. Here we go, corner. Hey. Oh, uchayisali camera, boy. Uchayisali camera. Lulu, welcome. Lema, I am good, guys. I am good. Please support the content. I've got content that I've dropped on my YouTube and Facebook. So look forward to a lot more of that format. I'm finally giving you guys a podcast. And then, inshallah, mashallah, habibi, we are supporters of Ahly. Yeah. Lidinsa kaufela. Yeah, lidinsa kaufela. You guys see visitors coming to the country and all of a sudden, Bobo, inshallah, mashallah. Yeah. Lidinsa. Oh, is it not on Plus? Then I don't know. It should be there. Usually it's on the live TV section of the SABC Sports part of Plus. So if they're not showing there, but SABC 3 on Plus. Check it on SABC 3 on Plus. Hopefully Relay performs and they sign him before Feb. How do you guys feel about Relay going to Barcelona? Because remember, it's not Barcelona A, it's Barcelona B. Barcelona Atleti. As far as I understand it, it's the team that plays in the 3rd division. So it's similar to your M Tigers. M Tigers, Mamelodi Sundowns, M Tigers, that thing. But they play in the 3rd division. How do you feel about that? I have some questions. And if you want my thoughts, they are available on YouTube right now. I put out a video earlier this morning about that. But I have some thoughts. How do you guys feel about it? The Red Devils know whenever they're in SA, they lose. Lost was 5-2. Elvis says, I remember Kosi wearing Esperance tee. Oh, you remember Kimang Papa Wawa wearing an Esperance t-shirt? There were others who were younger fans too. So I'll not support Pirates or Kosi when they play outside teams. Saleng playing like Sereno. He shouldn't. Actually, why is Saleng? No, man. Why would you do that with Saleng? This is what I don't understand. We know Saleng is the defensive and midfield liability. We know Saleng is the midfield liability. We know that dropping back, we kind of lose the essence of what Saleng is, right? So I'm watching Van Rooyen push past him and actually play more attacking, which means that you lose what Saleng does best. I mean, if there's a counter attack, do you trust Saleng to get back and make the tackle, right? And then the whole point why I think people wanted Saleng in was because he's Nkota Pro Max. You know, he's Nkota Plus in terms of running in. So you'd want to play that long ball into Mahopa, have him knot it down for Usaleng to take advantage of that space in behind if Ahly leaves the space. So I'm wondering what is happening here. Why that is the... Hi, man. Are we also going to see Mahopa running out wide now as well? I don't know, man. But the only thing you can say about Pirates right now is that at least they're keeping the shape of the three. They're not allowing themselves to go down to 2 people at the back. Oh, before I speak, yeah, there's Makaula dropping in. Okay, yeah, he's really worked on that problem. Check SABC Plus, then check. Yeah, I'm not be happy with the Relay going to Barca. The transition from Barca B to main team is there. True, but remember, Barca B is full of La Masia players who are younger and who are maybe a little bit further along with their development, unfortunately, than Umfuke, right? So is it a direct line to the first team unless the first team is trying to save money, or it's a budget thing where they're bringing in guys and maybe selling them off to try and cover some cash? But I don't know if it's as easy. I hope Ahly wins as a Chiefs fan, says FinPro. Saleng just got back, give him time. No, I'm not worried about Saleng the player. I'm worried about his positioning in the game. That's my worry, that I don't think you want Saleng so far back. Did Hotto change sides? Okay. Now Hotto's the 10. Interesting. Interesting. Aye, man. Aye, man. Who's in the middle? OT made a very good point Look, it will be exposure. Look, that's the other part. The other side of it is that it's exposure. It's you're playing there. Maybe other teams will look at you a little bit more. But let me not give you all my thoughts, man. YouTube. The mid block is breakable, says Mr. Sir. So are you saying Saleng is... No. I'm saying that is the Pro Max. So if we love Nkota for what he does, Saleng does it extra. You know, when Saleng is on fire, I think there's very few players in the league that can get hot like Saleng. Like, if this game goes 1-0, if Paris scores the one goal, then you could very quickly be looking at a 2-3-0 because of Saleng specifically when he gets hot in front of that Escotini crowd. Also, shout out to Escotini, man. Sold out game. Danko, man. Danko. Can we do it for the other team? I think it's Stade Bijan. Can we do it for Stade Bijan as well? It's Stade Bijan. Can it's CRB that's coming? Hebanna. Hey, ASAP, Hebanna. Tito is not even on the bench. Tito's not even on the bench. Yeah, I think it's a well-deserved reset, I think. Hey, Oremo. I think Babambege Pansi just kuti akokumoya kancane. He's been missing. Pelaksu Tito lo esmaziyo. So maybe they're just giving him some time to breathe, Nyan. I'm proud that we're not scared of the mid-block. Although he may not play for Real Madrid or FC Barcelona, he'll definitely play in La Liga, says Van den Norm. Barca broke. I wonder if they can afford Coco Melon. Of course, let's support Pirates since they're a South African team, but we won't cry with them. Atwa says where there's an advantage to us. Which is why I would have thought Pirates would have been a little bit more high octane to try tire this team out. What happened to Tim? Tim is on the bench. Tim is on the bench today. So Saleng is like a normal decoder versus... No. No, let me not say it because it's going to make me sound like I don't like the young boy. He's a decoder. He's an explorer with 100 megabyte Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi might be down sometimes, but when it's on, it's the hour. Dictator says, is Makgopa really a footballer? He is. You just have to use him right. You know? I think if there's one person who knows how to use the Makgopa, it's Hugo Bruce. Hugo Bruce understands that Makgopa is not a number 9. There's two ways to play Makgopa. There's two ways, right? Number one is going up the wing and playing balls into that area between the defense and the attack, right? Playing balls in that space. He loves it when everybody's facing their own goals and he gets a chance to tap in balls. He loves that. Or number two, the Hugo Bruce way, where you play a long ball to bypass the midfield. Bruce does it to bypass the midfield. You play a long ball up the center, just in that 10 position, and you allow Makgopa to win the first ball, then you're automatically into attacking phases. So if he wins the first ball or creates enough chaos so that the ball drops in and around that area, right? So if you look at Bafana, the problem that Bafana had for a little bit was that Uyaya, Notebza are not building players. So he needed a way to get the ball all the way up to Abo Zwane and Abo Persita, who was playing at the time, right? So you play a long ball in, wins it, now you're in attack. Themba Zwane can take over, right? Which is something similar to, I think it was the Nkota performance, the first Nkota performance, where he won the ball and that either hold up or flick on allowed the two of the others to run in diagonally like this behind, which meant that your center backs were following Makgopa and your right and left back were not quick enough to follow the Cocomelon boys. So that's the best way. Where I don't understand it is when now you see Makgopa playing on the wing, or you see him as the number 9, which he'll never be he'll never be effective there, to be honest with you. So is it a case of him not being a player, or is it a case of him just playing in the wrong way? Let's look at CJJ says they should have taken this game to Venda. Now I keep saying take it to Venda. Old Peter Mukabasti. Pitso Mosimane Stadium, and you'll see something. You'll see something. I'm only watching, don't support any team. AG15 says we must play both Makgopa and Mabasa. That could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Makgopa is the latest Nkata. Alright, guys, don't make fun of our central defensive striker. Makgopa doesn't have technique, he's just a lucky guy. Evidence is a direct player. Pirates as a team is an expressive team. Well, I believe he's the one giving Reina some trouble up there with the top goal scorers. I believe. Pirates will lose while promising if they continue like this. Take Mbata out, red card loading, says Agent. Makgopa doesn't know how to position himself, says Elvis. Our own players can't deal with Venda. They must deal with it. You need the combination. That's like hit an old Pitso Mosimane, Shem. And then see who can survive. Mfukeng needs Mabasa. Makgopa doesn't understand that you need to move when playing in this team. No, it's true. That's why I'm saying that. What are you asking him to do, right? I think Mfukeng can score a lot of goals off of Makgopa if they can drop Makgopa into the 10 and let him flick balls. But now, when Makgopa's on the left side, like he is right now, Hashem. So you have to decide. It's either you want Mfukeng to run in behind and get those goals, or you want him to play 10, right? If you want him to play 10 and Makgopa's on the pitch, you're just going to become another Tito. Tito switches off when that man is there, you know? So yeah, we'll see, man, we'll see how it pans out. Let me see if YouTube is up and running. Just now I've been speaking forever, Khante. Kakwa, it hasn't been running. Let's see who's here. Jotham, welcome. Bongani says the conditions should favor Pirates. So we're going with the conditions. But guys, remember that this is, I get the conditions. Mara, this Ahly team has played in all types of conditions versus all types of teams, you know? Did you see where Makgopa ran? That's where he runs to. Asavela says, Orlando, why always? Because Saleng is there. Let's see. Look, the one thing you'll say about Ahly is that Pirates has gotten a lot of the possession. Pirates is playing the ball a lot more. They've looked the more livelier team. Mara ke ropa dope, guys. Ke ropa dope. Remember last season when we were speaking about Coach Rulani and his Sundowns, and we were saying that Coach Rulani's Sundowns doesn't score a lot, but they don't concede. And very early on in the season, what was happening is that teams were getting excited because they thought, hey man, we've got possession. We're playing the ball. Yeah, we're in the pound seats. We are the ones controlling the game. Surely this means that we're going to win this. And then all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3. We are going home and 3 points hasn't been deposited. You've lost by 1 goal. You don't know how that goal came in. And he just kept doing that. Pirates, in fact, was doing that to a lot of teams early on in the season. If you think about the TS Galaxy game, where TS Galaxy was running around, they had the ball, they were playing the ball. Hey, and all of that, busy passing the ball. And then they looked up and Pirates had won and they're going home. So, Kevin Johnson sitting with Augusto Palacios. Ciao, boy. You want to lemang TK? Hey, TK and that ANC contract. TK. Okay, I don't know the others. So it could just be, man, that thing that makes you feel comfortable and then they kill you. You're comfortable, you're good. You look up, you've lost 1-0, you know. And also remember that Ahly is the away team here. With their record in South Africa, coming back with a draw versus Pirates at Orlando is probably a very good thing because they probably trust themselves going back into it's not the Study V, is it the Study V? It's not the Study V. But anyway, they'll trust themselves there. If Mfukeng has Mabasa, then you'll see the ambulance and Cocomelon combo, so dangerous. Evidence should stay in the box, not drift wide. I agree 100%. Ahly not winning on 90 degrees, says KP. Wuslali says, wasn't this game supposed to start at 3:30? Nah, CAF Champions League is different. I think 3:30 is our league games. I need to see Radio Pane play. Radio Pane went back. And Radio Man hasn't been there. Paris fans, is he injured or something? What's wrong with the Radio Man? Malusi Kika was also there. Ish, those glasses Johnson wearing are giving me PTSD. I didn't want to say too much. Now I slipped. I'm not a Paris fan, but I love how they set the game starting at 3 p.m. That's true. So you get to decide when your game starts. For example, you'll see the game that Sundowns plays is going to start at 9 p.m. our time. They usually start them at around 6. If you're being nice, you start your games around 6 in summer to accommodate the other guys. But here comes the first water break as we speak about it. Guys, remember, this is a very interactive show. So if we can get to 25K likes by halftime, second half, I keep it open and everybody can jump in and give me their thoughts via the multi-guest feature on TikTok. So you can call in by pressing the multi-guest button, bottom of your screen on TikTok. It's got a blue figure hugging a pink figure. Click on that. I let you in. You tell me what you think. Halftime, I'm going to let in 5 people. We're going to speak about what we've seen in the first half so far. And then we're going to go from there. So if you do want to be part of the show, just remember that you have to be following me. Those watching on YouTube, you have to join me now while I'm live on TikTok and follow me. Then you'll be able to jump in and we can speak about what's happening. Oh, Coach Lamine. Oh, Coach Lamine is speaking to Umfuke. 3 p.m. is the best time to start in order to deal with North African teams. McManny says this will be a 1-0 game. Okay. 1-0 game. CAF Champions League rules. No wonder ACL will never be on a UCL level. Hey, you guys. 32 minutes in, it is 0-0. Look, I think Tate Motsepe is doing the Lord's work with CAF to try and make it for everybody. So, here's the question. Those in the comments, you guys are speaking about 3 p.m. is the best time here and all of that stuff. Do you feel as though we're maybe a little bit too friendly still, and that we're not using all of the things that are the tools in our capacity to do those things? Maybe take them to Mbombela and make them drive down. Maybe do those type of things. Are we not taking advantage of some of that stuff? Maybe, and is that holding us back from dominating the Champions League? And I'm not for or against the dark arts. I'm just asking. Masango says, I expected Pirates to be more dominant. They're losing too many balls in the middle. The Egyptians have already started putting pressure on the ref to get the card, to give the card, says Masango. Similar to Agent's point, I'm reading the YouTube comments now. What's your take on Fukeng playing as a 10? I don't think Fukeng is ready to play 10. I don't think he's ready to play 10. I think Fukeng still has a lot more maturing to do in games. And when you're playing such an important game, you see, look, Makhupa won the first ball. If only he played it through, but Makhupa won the first ball. Did you see how? That's how you play Makhupa. That's how you play Makhupa. Oh yeah, as I was saying, he's got a little bit of maturing to do, and his maturing has to come from the quiet points of the game. So when nothing is happening, can I trust on you to play the ball and not disappear? Mfukeng still has a bit of youth in him where he disappears at times, and at 10, you can't disappear like that, you know. And if Ahly is smart, similar to what they're doing here, Ahly is that if they're smart, maybe you start putting physical pressure onto Mfukeng in the 10. The physical pressure. Because what tends to happen is that when Pirates is flowing and they're going forward, they commit everyone forward. And then you find in your midfield it's kind of empty. So if you can win the ball back a little bit up high, you can maybe get something. Here comes Pirates. You can maybe get something from the game. Take the shot. Oh boy. Saling coming alive in the center. Saling. Okay, let me see. Tactical game is boring, says Advocate Mlu on YouTube. It's clear Al Ahly are scared of last season's Sundowns. I hear you open mind, but I also think this is how Al Ahly plays generally. Sammy says we should have taken them to Polokwane. It's very hot there. Alva says we're definitely not taking advantage. We need to use all our tricks to frustrate the North teams. Speaking of which, did anybody see any coins on the... You know what? No, let me leave it. How can a player with three players... How can a player pass a player with three players behind him? Hey, okay, Wutal, it's fine. So Hotto went that far in the field. Well, they've got Marco covering. So essentially, Pirates is playing with five defensively capable players. It's Van Rooyen, it's Cesane, it's BC, it's Marco, and then it's also Hotto. And what I've also noticed is that at times when they do go up, Umakaula, if both are missing, Van Rooyen and Hotto, Makaula becomes the third center back. Okay. Why is Van Rooyen in the middle of the field? What's happening? Look at where Van Rooyen is playing. Here's another question. Does the gameplay change when you have Saleng instead of Unkota? Because it seems like Unkota is fine with staying as far up as he can and kind of, you know, waiting for those balls to come in for him there. Whereas Usaleng, man, it's like he gets bored and has to run back and be part of the game, which kind of changes the way that Pirates builds up that ball. We're even seeing Van Rooyen inverting. Hey, Pirates la inverter. Corner to Orlando Pirates. Let's see if they can do something. I wonder if they've been watching about Arsenal, man. You see Arsenal set piece routines. Aha. I believe Dlamini can also play number 10. True, but I like Dlamini as an 8. It's weird, ne? Mina ngithanda Dlamini when he's with Macau, when he's with Mbata in the middle, and they don't have a CDM. And I think that also Mahupa likes that game as well because Mbata and Dlamini like to run past him and create chaos, right? So it's very interesting. I think Jose is caught between the two systems. Playing with the corner. Oh, near post happy. Aye, man. I think we must be good ambassadors of African football and leave those tactics, says Lou. Yeah, no, I was just asking if you guys would be comfortable with South African teams doing more of that dark art stuff, you know, make them land in Cape Town and drive to Joburg. Okay, that's too much. Make them land in Joburg and drive to Polokwane or something like that. I'm happy with the balanced 11. Butlali says inverted right back. This is why I asked, what are Abohoto doing far up front? They're playing with fire. They're playing with fire. If Al Ahly can get their press right, they're going to be facing two Pirates players. Pirates is playing with fire right now. And I don't know if they see it. I don't know if they see it. And this is where teams like Al Ahly become scary. There we go. You've got your chance. They become scary. So to go back to that example I was using of Mamelodi Sundowns, what they would want to do is they'd want to suck you in and make you confident. So I referenced the game that Mamelodi Sundowns played versus Supersport, where the beginning of that game, Supersport looked so confident, but then they started getting cocky and you started to see Johannes pushing up, you started to see all those guys pushing up, and that's where Sundowns caught them. So the one thing Pirates doesn't want to do in a CAF game, I know usually, man, when you're on top of a team, you get on top and you stay there. If you're not going to score the goals, Al Ahly is going to wait for you to commit people. So if you see what happened there, it's twice now that Pirates has had a forward player running back to their defense and the defense not having cover. Mfukeng slipped and luckily got it back, or was fouled and got it back, and Saleng has now been fouled in that area. And should Ahly win the ball back there, then it becomes a very tough situation to try to stop them. So Pirates needs to keep their discipline, I think. They need to keep their discipline here. Or else, man, they're going to get caught by a sucker punch out of the blue against the run of play, and it will be shocking. I actually don't think inverting suits Van Rooyen. You should stretch the pitch, says Butlale. This is a more tactical match, 3-2-3-2 in attack with Saleng, with centre forward Saleng and striker Makgopa. I guess the thinking that Jose might have for this game is if we can play Makgopa up high and keep the centre backs busy, and we can also have the threat of Mfukeng on the left-hand side, that might open up some spaces for either Saleng or Mfukeng to come in centrally and have a second or two to be able to take the shot. Maybe even Umbata could take the shot there, because the defense is so afraid. Think about when Sereno attacks with the ball at times, and what Chiefs was doing so well at the beginning of the season, that have the physical dummy run from Chivavairo, which would keep the centre backs pinned. You'd have a fake run from Shabalala, maybe running off of him. You'd have a wide threat with Uduba. And what that would do is to give your 10 time. It's either your 10 shoots or it's either your 10 plays the ball. So I think what they're trying to do here is pin that Ahly defense. Have Hotto up high to hold the right back. Have not necessarily Saleng, but have Makgopa holding the two centre backs back. Maybe bring up a Van Rooyen to make the left back think a little bit and free up a little bit of space for Mfukeng to use there in the center, you know. So I don't know. Guys, I can't show you the game because of copyright. If you want to watch the game for free, sabcsports.com, SABC Sports Facebook page, and SABC Plus app. Ahly is the best team in Africa, but Pirates need to be careful in defense and just also solid. Exactly. Hey. Oh, hello, Chantel. Open Mind says Mfukeng is getting exposed now. He can't pay. It's too much of a burden. You know what's nice about wing? What's nice about wing is that you get to take some time off. When you're playing in the center, it's tough to run around. And the next thing I'm going to say is that I'm not comparing him. This is not a comparison. But an example is Uchamen, Royal AM. Can he play? Yeah, he's shown that he can a little bit. But the demand of playing that 10 position and to be covered by other players and all of that. So if you're watching Pirates, some of the players are coming in and covering him, then the center. At times, Hotto comes in and plays the 10 position to just rest him a little bit. It's too much, guys. It's too much. Maybe that's where the genius of Tito is. It's too much. And part of the responsibility is to control the tempo of the game. I think Mfukeng still plays in one speed, really, you know. And it's not to say that he's bad. He'll need to grow into that type of position. But I don't know if you put him in that position in these type of games, you know. Some of the youngsters shows up when their teams are in control. They differ from Du, says Papa Khosi. Makgopa is okayish in these games, but Mabasa is very needed, says Wahib. Otto should come on now in CAF games for his fitness. He's playing, Wahib. He's playing. Yeah, it's also on SABC 3. I do think we must concede to wake up our players, says Wahib. Tabang says, is Jose leaving or extending his contract? I need these ones to suffer again. Well, apparently it hasn't been decided in full, if I'm not mistaken. But he has said himself that he doesn't like staying past 3 years. Flowmaster says, what a boring match. Ahly, guys, this is what Ahly does. Don't expect an exciting game versus Ahly. Ahly is not going to play you guys off the pitch. They're just going to wait. They're good at waiting. This is the African game. Wait. Take your chance when it comes. Butlali says, what do you think of the logic of starting Marco at left back? I guess he's slightly faster than Mayela. So maybe that's why you don't trust Mayela to be the defensive center there. So the defensive side of a center back three. Pelamaco's playing as a three. So maybe you don't want to bring in a Maela and have three slowish center backs there. Maybe you bring in a Marco for a little bit of pace, but I don't know. I'm trying to say Hoto should be. Oh, okay. I hear you. We need Mabasa. Paris must stay solid at the back. Says Abuti. How are you stadium? Nakirwila Stadium. Ooh, that's very interesting. What is happening there? Ahly Sundowns knew how to break the Devil's defense when they play this way, says Bongani. Tabang says Ahly just wants to make sure they get out of the group. Away wins aren't necessary for them. Yeah, that's the other part of it. Maybe Jose didn't start Hoto at left back because they're playing more of a back three. That's what I'm saying, that maybe he played Marco left center back and for a pacey option. I think Maela would have been the other choice, but too slow. Okay, Abuti, I know, then it's fine. AG15 says the ref is handling the game very well. The CAF Champions League refs. They only start getting shaky when it's later on. They only start getting shaky later on, Bon. Kim. 3 minutes to be added on. We are 1 minute and 50 into stoppage time. I'm still not happy with Saleng being so high up, man. I'm still not happy. Well, low down. Apologies, low down. I'm still not happy with that. Oh, there was the chance. Manje Saleng ufake Sterling jail. Hey, dictator angizingeni. I was told not to comment. I'm not commenting. Marco brings a lot more physicality and also very aggressive, says Wahib. Katlego says Pirates are supposed to go hard at these guys, make them chase the ball. Ahly is very patient, and if Pirates loses its patient, Ahly will punish them, says Elvis. Pitso once said, you don't win the cup from the group stage. Just get out of the group and then start playing. Ahly doesn't care about the group stages, guys. They don't care. But first touch, Saleng relaxile. Hi, gents. 209 and SABC 3, 193. Okay, so we're heading to halftime. Please feel free to request, jump in. Let's have a conversation about what we're seeing in this game. If my thing can open up. Tlogela Saleng, man. Oh, Saleng wabat. Saleng uhlulwa first touch. Okay, sorry, I just want to get this right, get my graphics right before going into the halftime chat. So how are you guys seeing the game? My punters, my betters.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
What is the line saying, guys? What is the line saying? I want to know from my betters. What is the line saying? My punters. Oh. Okay, there we go. But the under 2.5 second half. Okay. At least we were king. Taban says under 3.5, but just ignore the game totally. Okay, let's see. Mr. Sir, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, and you, OT?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I think maybe we were expecting a less African game here. What do you think of the first half?
No, I was expecting a pure African game. I'm glad that Jose came to the party as well. You know, did his homework, did his research, and this is good. This is good. You can see that this is Al Ali football. You know, they've been in CAF, they know CAF, they know that game management is key, and they're also trying to manage their game very well, playing it nice and balanced, good slow passes. I like the fact that their mid block is not, scaring us, and that we're not afraid to pass through around it. I love the fact that we are creating chances, whether they be a bit too solid or not so solid, but we are touching the opposition's half, we are touching the opposition's box, and it's a great solid half. I think it's a clear indication that Jose is now playing, but again, group stage football and not, cup final football like we're used to. He knows that there's still a long way to go. He knows that this is a group game. He needs to, ensure that he doesn't risk too much, and he learned from the Stelli's game. So this is a very great game. I love the movement from the players. Mofokeng down in that middle has been a bit shaky. Talent cleaning up very nice. It's a good balanced game. The chances that are being created are good.
Is the Pirates is the Pirates' dominance just an illusion from Al Ali? Can we trust that Pirates has been good, or is it Al Ali pretty much sitting back in this game, playing the Al Ali way?
Yes, I think yes, they are. They're sitting back, absorbing the pressure, understanding the game. You understand? They know that this is a side that can be unpredictable. A cup competition winning side means that they shy. If you look at how we win our cup competitions, late winners, high intensity pressing, two center backs back. So they know that we love to bombard the attack. I mean, remember when we were playing our last game in Algeria a few days ago, that we were just pushing forward. So I'll understand the assignment that we're going to be playing against the side that's going to be trying to pressure us, that's going to be trying to press us. So let's absorb that pressure, distribute the ball, and maybe get some momentum out, give them the possession. It's fine. We'll come up with a solution after this. So it's both sides playing pretty well. They know what they're doing.
Let me bring in Agent. Agent, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm sleepy, man. I don't know if it's the heat or it's the game or both.
Also, is this one technical or fun?
No, this one is dumb and dumber, Shema. Anyways, Sinja, I need you in my DMs now that I see you. Where do we start? Firstly, I think this game needs an erratic player in the name of Unkot. I think it needs that spark. So maybe it was good to start him from the bench so that you will maybe hope that I'll get tired in the first half and then bring that energetic youthfulness in the second half, And then again, maybe Al Ali thought the same, that let's conserve energy in the first half and then we'll go in the second half, in the last 10 to so minutes. So I don't know. But I think, like I say, maybe we wrongly assumed that we wouldn't see an African in a Champions League football, because maybe we lead into the hype. We thought it would be a much entertaining game, but it hasn't disappointed in being a typical African Champions League game, But I am worried about Mbata, in that I think he's cleaning up well, sure, but I think playing against the Egyptians, the Dark Arts, he's gonna get a red card. Because he's already on 2 warnings. I think it's just the last warning and he's gone. So I think if I were him, I'll just remain with Makaula and then bring in a Tito or a is Tito even there though?
No, Tito's not there.
And Nkota would do just fine,
Okay.
And then I don't know if this is a Makopa game, because I think those guys are tall. So I think maybe you need to bully them with what is this guy's name? Omabasa. I think maybe it's that kind of game. But onto Al Ali, I think I'm a bit disappointed with Ali. I think I've seen 2 or 3 of his games. He's been lovely. Today he looks a bit off. Even his passes are a bit off. I think I just saw 110 of him, dribbling defenders, and then that was it. Maybe it is just utilizing him. So I don't know. But anyways, I enjoyed Mr. Seth's English more than this game. Thank you.
Let me go to Montana. Montana, how are you, my brother?
Hey, I'm good. OT, how's it?
Mangimnandi, man. Montana sibukeleni lana.
Hey, I'm not sure what I'm watching, OT. They are playing helicopter football. You can't play helicopter football against other because those guys are too tall. They are winning those second balls. If you miss your touch, they win those second balls. I'm not sure. Pirates. I think the coach saw the lineup of Al-Ahly or how they gonna play, the approach the game. He should have added maybe Dlamini, someone who's gonna protect Mofokeng, because Mofokeng in most cases is isolated there. So those guys are huge. They are quick to take those balls because they can't protect those balls. Every time he try to turn, they take the balls. So you needed someone to play closer to him so he can receive to distract the Al-Qatari player so that he can receive those balls alone, and then he can show those passes. And I'm not sure Mbata is playing a right back, inverted right back, or a midfield. I'm not sure. I'm only seeing Saleng and Makawula. They are the only players that are showing in this game. The other players, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe a second half is gonna change, but so far they are just running like headed chickens, throwing those long balls.
Tell me about Mfokeng. How do you feel about him playing Koten?
I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. He should have played Dlamini there because Dlamini is more experienced than Mofokeng. I think he threw him under the bus by playing him as number 10. At least you can start by playing him those maybe against Amazulu, so he can gradually learn there. So in these matches, you can't just throw him at this bigger stage, playing him as a 10, because as you said before, because at least at wing, you've got the time to trap the ball, to look at your players. At that 10, there's no time because the Al-Ahly players are playing a compact football. They are not worried on those wings. They are in the middle. So, and they know how Mofokeng danger. That's why they are more compact, playing inside the midfield. There's no time for him there. That's why I said at least he needs a protection. Maybe add some more midfielders, because Al-Ahly is not attacking anything. But the two defenders at the back are relaxed. They no shot on target, nothing, no corner, nothing.
Okay. I want to bring in Ntuli, the kid Ntuli. Welcome to the show here.
Yeah, how's it?
Abagimnandi man. Ngitshela game man Ntuli, ngitshela game.
Okay, that game, okay, first of all, I will say it's not living on its expectations.
Yeah.
I was expecting like an entertaining game, but it's not that boring either, yabo. It's a watchable game, yabo. So I see lapha, I see umfukeng lapha udlala number 10, Mr. OT, and if you are check lineup Al-Ahly, they've thrown in Taufik as a CDM, and we know Taufik he full back. I was assuming maybe when they have in Lokunja, they were intending to double up kumfukeng because i-threat yelokhunjana ye-pirate iqhamuka on that side. But since umfukeng edlala number 10, I think it has made Taufik's job very easy because you see ukuthi whenever he gets the ball bakhona ukummarka yabo. And then also ulokhu mahopa igame ayimvuma, he's been caught flat-footed several times. Ayimvumi ngampela igame. I'm not sure if maybe it's the occasion a game, I don't know, but all in all, on a positive note, lokhunjana Pirates now on the positive side, they haven't been threatened, in especially I'm a defender corner. So I'll say now there's something good abayenzayo lokhunjana Pirates. Hopefully, maybe around about 70 kanje, these guys amapapa zobe ngasavuki engasasebenzi kahle from the Ahly side, but it seems like they reserved players azokhona uku-attack for later. So this game is, I'll say technically nyana, but sobona.
Let me go to Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir, win this game for me. How do both teams attack the second half to go win it? Number one, and then number two, who is it a better result for if this ends as a draw?
If this ends as a draw, it's a better result for Ahly. For them, it's they have a game in hand at home, so it will be a better result. But as for how to attack the game in the second half, definitely because both sides are now going to come into a half whereby the temperature is about to be cooler. It's getting late into the afternoon. They saw who presses what, whose touch is like what. I think the Pirates should now see how they reduce Van Rooyen's activity, because I don't want him running all the way up there and not being able to cover defensively, because I'm telling you now, they are going to take advantage of Van Rooyen's overlapping. So if we can reduce Van Rooyen's going forward and maybe play Saleng as that outlet, it's definitely going to work out for us. As for Ahly, I just hope that they all get flu after leaving that changing room and they start coughing. But it's definitely a matter of now working things defensively, ensuring that we don't bombard ourselves up there and leave ourselves vulnerable at the back.
Score prediction?
Score prediction, I'm seeing us getting 2 goals from Saleng. I genuinely am. He's a clutch man. He's my clutch boy. He's definitely gonna come out with something.
Hey, let me go to Agent. Agent, how do the two teams win the second half, and who benefits more from a draw here?
I think both teams are benefiting because you can think it as a 3 points for Pirates, and then they took a draw away. You can think of it that way, because in Champions League you win your home games and draw your away games. So they won away, so they can take that win as a home win, and they drew with Ahly, the favorite of this group, if not of this tournament. And Ahly, a point away from home. I won my first game also. Both teams are happy, and again, maybe that's the case that both teams are not gonna do anything crazy, and just say, you know what, guys, both of us, we can be on 4 points. Let's leave it as such, and then it becomes a game of saying, as long as no one makes a mistake, we can just leave it as such, But for me, for the Buccaneers, I think, like I said, the main man is Nkota, because I think he has that power, he has that erraticness, he has that youthfulness, so he will cause that defensive problem. And then I would love Umabasa to help fight these defenders and take out Omakopa. So for me, those are my key substitutions,
Prediction?
And then on Ahly side, I don't know. On Ahly side, I think sometimes at the top level, we kind of forget the easy stuff, Pesitau is Pirates, or Tau, what is the English? The hoodoo team the hoodoo player for Pirates is Pesitau. There's always been like that, Sometimes you play him even if he's not in that great form, because against that kind of team, he will score, create something, and besides his home, he'll want to show that he still has it. Yeah, he's contract. you get, you know, and also used to the heat. So it's I think that's one player that we can bring on, you know. And actually, I was surprised that they didn't start with Karaba or something like that.
Number 7.
The hairy guy. Yeah. I was surprised that he didn't start. So I think maybe he will start. He will get into the game, you know. So my prediction, this is not my mind saying it, it's my heart saying it. Ahly 2-0. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let me go to Montana. How do they win the second half? Whether it be Pirates or or Ahly, how do the two teams go about winning the second half? And then, if it's a draw, who benefits more from a draw here?
I'll start by saying I think Pirates, they need to add more numbers going forward because Al-Ahly is not giving anything. They just want to play for a draw, a nil-nil draw. But even I thought maybe they're going to play those counter-attack. No, they are very comfortable to lose the ball on Pirates ground and go back and defend. So they are not offering anything. But again, Pirates need to win this game because it's a home game. They're not going to get this lucky in Egypt. You in CAF or in Champions League, you win your home games. In any game, you win your home games, and then you go there for a draw. So they have more to lose than Al-Ahly. Al-Ahly, you see their game plan. We are here to guard them, not to score a goal and then nil-nil, and then we find. But Pirates need to score a goal. Like it's a home game. They need to entertain the fans. Because you're not going to get so many fans, Pirates fans in Egypt. So you have your chance, your fans are here, show them what you are made of. Play football, score goals and win a match.
Okay, so prediction?
I still nil-nil, OT.
Nil-nil, okay. Tuli, how do these two teams win the second half? Go about winning the second half, and then number 1, and then number 2, who benefits more from a draw? There's the smoke house Orlando. Hola. Nansen shying I'm a smoke effect. Tanko. And then has Maronzo corner, la Pumaronzo ilatile. But anyway.
No, man. From the Pirates side, I think just make these guys run, man. Let them run. Yeah, well, I think that's the way banga win at this game, yeah, because if you are the Pirates is a more attacking side compared to the two teams, yeah, and then for Al-Ahly side, as much as I don't want them to win the game, but they need to introduce those other players about attacker because it seems like the front lineup is not giving them anything in this game, yeah, and then in terms of it draw, I think it's. Okay, Mr. Uti, abona konto ibona
ingelo. I'm Pirates again. But anyway,
yeah. No, I know, I think it's a good result for both teams. Taking in consideration, Pirates is on a positive balance with that win, Algeria, and then for Al-Ahly being an away game. Let me watch that game, Mr. Uti. Bye.
Okay, sharp, haba. Hey, bar. Okay, guys, it is the second half. Please remember, just add 45 to whatever my timer says. So right now it says 3 minutes 20. It's actually 48 minutes 20, whatever. So add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you've got the time for now. It is the second half of the game. Okay. Hey, I'm in two minds. Number 1, it's always great to see Pirates dominating a game. It's always great to see Pirates not being scared because usually teams come out when they're facing Al-Ahly and they sort of sit back and sort of respect them a little bit more. If you see the chance that they're replaying now that Saleng almost got, I think it's good that Pirates is coming out and actually playing the game, which is interesting. But then the other side of my mind goes, this is what Al-Ahly does. If you ever watch an Al-Ahly game, Al-Ahly, if they're not on top of you from minute 1, they're fine sitting back. It's not a team that's going to score 3 goals or 4 goals. They're fine sitting back. And then they look for the counter-attacking opportunities. And this is where I think Pirates should be careful. Already now, I think it's the 3rd time that they've lost the ball high. There's been a counter-attack. And if it wasn't for the unfortunately bad decision-making from the Ahly player, he could have played a ball in through the right-hand side of the attack, left-hand side of Pirates' defense, and they could have had something there, right? Similar to in the first half, the one chance that they got, another chance that they got was there was a ball that they played almost in a tightest type role. So I think what's going to be very tightest way, what's going to be very important in this game is going to be how much Pirates can concentrate for and how long they can stay disciplined for. The moment you start getting excited, and what kills teams against Al Ahly is the excitement. The moment you start getting excited and you start bringing people forward and you start attacking and Hoto's gone up and then you've got Van Rooyen who's gone up and you're seeing Marco pushing up and everybody's trying to get up the pitch. The moment you start doing those type of things, that's where you're going to be caught out. Now, on the question I was asking about who benefits more from a draw, right? Al Ahly doesn't have a good record in South Africa. A draw here would be an upgrade for them, but also it means that they've taken a point away in South Africa. A draw for Pirates may be good if you look at it from the point of view of they're playing Al Ahly, arguably the most, arguably the strongest team in African football, right? The strongest team in African football. So you could look at it as a positive that Pirates didn't concede and are coming away with this game, coming away with something from this game. But then there's also the part that says, I think Pirates needs to win these games at home because away it's going to be a different story when they have to go play. Not that they're going to lose, but it's going to be a lot harder to go that side and win. So let's see what's going to happen. Now, I agree with Wahib. It's become a very physical game now. They're playing very physically. I don't know who that suits more. It might go more to Al Ahly's favor, that type of thing. But let's see how the second half is going to plan out. Guys, I see Wahib, Mtandeni and Bongs in the requests. 25,000 likes, guys. 25,000 likes. And I keep it open. Not only will they get to speak, but if you want to jump in and tell me what you're thinking, you'll also be able to jump in. Kopali tating scream, guys. Tata scream, tata scream, tata scream. Tap the screen. Can we please at least see 30K? I want to see 30K, man. Then 60, then 90, then 100. We are going to be back. I will be back for the 9 o'clock game where Mamelodi Sundowns takes on AS FAR Rabat. Coach Nazrin Nabi's former team, the one that he came from before coming to us. So let's see what's going to happen. 25K, Khumutsu. I've seen more Al Ahly medical staff members than football. Mr. Sir, friends of Al Ahly says Tapelo. Al Ahly says Tapelo. I gotta say it right. Al Ahly. Bong says Devils play long balls. Pirates will be in danger. If they counter-attack quickly, then you'll see something. Oh, Pesitao. Langu Pest is warming up. Pirates must win home ground to make things easier from them. OT, if you could... How? If I could do what, Theo? Oh, would I be doing it? Yeah, Theo. Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Banyana, Bafana. We're here live, man. We're here live. I think I'm not disappointed because this is what Al Ahly does, man. This is what Al Ahly does. This is the game that they play. I don't think I've watched an exciting Al Ahly game, and outside of one game in particular that I don't want to speak about because but this is what they do. They're boring. They're 1-0. The defense usually isn't tibang, so it's actually a little bit more worrying that Pirates has no shot on target from the first game. There are 4 games from the first half. There are 4 shots, none on target. Al Ahly has 0-0. They haven't even come to play this game. And you'll see, Chigi, 1 counter is all it takes. Mahupa, win it, boy. Mahupa, win it, boy. Played in. What did I tell you about long balls down the middle for Pirates? What did I tell you? Even just the threat of Makgopa being there opened up a space. Just the threat of somebody who can win the ball. I know everybody's tall, but yeah, shot boy. Oh, let them batter just wide. 9 points in the group stages is a safe line. That man marking defense is a struggle for us. Wahib says we're being too nervous in those moments. The Chiefs. Mutali, why did you have to say it by name? Don't say it by name. It was a game. We believe this result will be positive, says Wahib. Mr. Says says exactly that's how they play. Elvis says whenever Paris dominates the game, they sometimes end up losing. Also very true. But I fear Pirates when they don't show up at all. That's when I wonder about the Pirates. Mara, when they're playing the ball, at least they've got the ball at their feet. They just need to be more effective with the gameplay. 1 back high, 4v3, about to become 5v4. If they make the right decision, this is way. Counter. Saleng, make the run, boy. Saleng, make the run, boy. Hey. With that one counter, it will happen at the right back position. I think both right and left back are open right now. Both the full backs are open, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Where are you watching the game? You're a few seconds ahead. DSTV, guys. Shut! Guys, finish your food. Me either. Suti. Both teams have now had the same thing. Hey. I'm watching it on DSTV channel 209. That's where I'm watching it. And then it's on SABC3 as well. I'm seeing 2 people complaining about Angazi, guys. Angazi, open view, Angazi. Talente Bata thought he will pull a Tebogo Mokwena. Well, you could argue that Talente Bata was hoping that he could pull a Talente Bata because he scored those important goals for Bafana and for Pirates. I'm watching the game in the Arab language. Chigwede says this team can go to the final. Which team? The only team that can go to the final is Sundowns. We'll see what Mangoba's cooking there. I do think the subs must get ready. 65 minutes. You know the template, man. 65 minutes. That's when we'll see the changes. We have passionate fans today. The results will do well. Your Mahopa can't even kick the ball. Oscar my Mahopa. He won the ball there. But my Mahopa doesn't play on the wing. That much I can tell you. I need Pirates to hit them with a counter. Chain, play the ball fast. Chain, play the ball fast. Chain. Chain, boy. There's no one there. They've recovered. This Ahly is not that dangerous, eh? Listen to me also falling for it. 58 minutes in, it is still 0-0. 25k likes. I open it up. You can jump in and tell me exactly how you're feeling live on the show. There's no goalkeeper there, to be honest. I'd love Mabasa to come in and change the dynamic up front. Ooh, I want to see Nkota. I want to see Mfuken go back to being the pure winger. I want to see them making... Entlek. Can you imagine a front three that has Mfukeng maybe cutting inside, Mabasa and Saleng? Guys. Defensive liabilities, but no, you wouldn't complain about entertainment there. Even the set plays. I'd love to see Mabasa come on and change the dynamic. OT, don't underestimate the Red Devils. No, I'm not underestimating. Oh, I'll never underestimate the Red Devils. I'll never. Ahly, I will never underestimate them. Kana Boshembe were doing things tsa bo Allah. Naktol Shapaka some Arabic lina. Nadi El Khan is one of the nicknames for Al Ahly, Nadi El Khan, because Pirates defense. Pirates defense. How? Like I said, if you sleep, they'll take advantage. What were they doing there? Luckily, they weren't punished, but what the hell, man? You're right, Al Ahly is not that dangerous. The league just started and not doing well. Yes, they are currently third in the league. 4 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 wins, 2 draws, no losses up to this point, but 2 wins and 2 draws. They've only scored 7 goals in their 4 games and conceded 3 for a grand total of 8 points in their league. But you know, later on they come back and do some things. Exactly. I don't think the current front three appreciate playing with Mwahopa. They don't trust him enough. That's actually a great way to look at it, Glenn. Actually. Yeah. Was that Mfukeng with the header? So one of them Mfukeng by head, man. Wafuni Barcelona. Okay, with the header there, straight to the goalkeeper. We're going transition for transition. Ping pong is a tennis match. Unlucky, just trying to keep the pressure away from the box. We are being content. Clara says Pirates defense, similar as in Stellies. I'm scared. That counter. Lema says, OT, please tell Jose to change it now. Ow, Pesitao. Are they shining lights there, go stadium? Oh, Pirates, shining a mirror. And the smoke. My cheese boy says, Mr. Sir. Wahib says, these players are going hard in. LeJoy says, this game is so scary. LeJoy, are you sitting like this? I'm sure it's so. Just thinking, yarr. Haika Kora al Ahly Mona. That Afsha is dangerous. No, never mind. I take it back. Hey, 1-3. Mr. Sir says, welcome to Escotine is going to leave the pitch crying. Pesitao without hair is not dangerous. I get he entered his Grootman phase. Pesitao now is a Grootman of the game. Wahib says, I'm loving this tactical battle. I just feel like you need one unpredictable player. You need an unpredictable player. In quarters, that one, eh? Mara, can you trust Nkota in this type of game? Oh, Tau's already hurting people. Relay should have brought the ball down with his chest, trying to be dangerous. Wait. I hope whoever's just come in now, you're not advertising. Pella, we cover African games now. So we have things like translate. Let me see. I want to see what Alran Ramos Bet was saying. Hey, Velamos. This one. I want this one. Even. Click the link in my bio. Amaya. That after 19. Here, it is the after. After is the one with the scar, ne? Like he's the one with the scar here. Hey, that man scores. If it's him, that man scores, bruh. I just need to worry about that man. Marco again, yeah, that's probably Spanish. Cabello Dlamini 18 for me. Hey guys. Can you just make it back? It's always nice to see the full stadium, eh? I was underestimating it. Now I've got FOMO. Game is dangerous to play. We are being brave. Let's just hope that being brave doesn't give you a red card. To be fair, Talente has come down with the tackles. Possession 53%. Orlando Pirates. Oh, hey CJ. Hey CJ. Okay, 25K, we are there. Let me open up. Yeah. Almost took the ball with it from him right there. Wahid, my brother, how are you? Hey. Just playing up from the back thing. Okay, let me see. Bongs, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
How are you doing, my brother?
No, I'm doing fine.
67 minutes in. What do you think of the game? And particularly the second half?
Second half, it's more different than the first half. It's a ping pong type of game. Both teams are now trying to attack each other, trying to get a goal. And since the introduction, I've seen Ahly now trying to play long balls, especially on their position where they see where Pirates have a weakness in it.
Yeah. Orenkambata, how do you feel about the midfield?
I'm still scared about Mbata because the tackle is the end thing. The demo Kenya under pressure because I got like a cartel.
So the Pirates flow win, amon. Who koramang hat on win?
It's up to the substitution. Who Rabana Lemang on the bench.
Oh, but who can man?
It's either Kibata Mabasa Kena Kahonang Hutusa Nto. I got on to some of Fuki.
You know what?
Because they yeah, back end. And about to honor combine a hand leg, but like good.
Okay, Bongs. It's not good, Bongs. Let me go to Glenn.
So,
Glenn Orinka came in. Welcome.
quality game, a good game, Champions League material game. Yeah, I've noticed something. Ne? I don't think that the Pirates attackers appreciate the importance of evidence makopa. And then it builds up to a certain extent that there's a certain degree of not trusting him, because if you look, every aerial ball, whether is it a flick or what, evidence is there to win it. So why are they still stagnant to a point where they are waiting for evidence to touch the ball before they can start running? You already know where this guy has their number. So why don't you create that numerical superiority there and run into the spaces where you feel that the flick is going to land on.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think again, I think the plan of Pirates is not working, but the individuals by longer but in Fanda, they are the ones who are maraho yeah hoto lena kalanza yeah hoto yeah. I think so. Individually, so Pirates is better. But when it comes to a plan, there's no coherent plan of scoring. It's just a plan of containing Al Ahly.
But then isn't that what we look forward to CAF? Abani team itlaba they've got nothing in the tank, and all of a sudden, but one goal, one pass. Is that not what Pirates should be worried about here, and something they should have studied?
Hence I'm saying to you, the plan is all wrong, but individually, so the individual players who are on the field, I think Jose Rivero chose the best 11 for this game. Another issue that is defeating me is playing Rele William Mofokeng as a 10. This is a game where you expect physicality, especially in the central corridor. So why would you play Rele Mofokeng? Physically wise is not as strong as what you expect this game to be.
Yeah.
So I really feel they are throwing him under the bus, and then I pray that it's not going to affect his confidence going forward as a 10, because he's a future 10. He's a future 10, we can all see it, but this game is too big for him.
Let me bring in Wahib. Wahib, are you with me now? Tell me about this game, Wahib. You've been saying it's a tactical battle. Can you explain some of it to me?
The battle up front between Saleng and Rele in the 10, it's a new dynamic. We haven't had that this season, and it's something new. And if you see the balance that they bring up front, it's very good. We are keeping them away from our poles. We're keeping the pressure high. We let them, they play their game, but not in our half, in their own half. And that is very good to see. Because against Stellenbosch, we struggled a bit with that. And this is a high game with high intensity. And Jose Ferreiro has to get an 8 out of 10 for this until the 70th minute, because at 0-0, the fans are there. This is the time when you need subs to make an impact. You don't win a game at halftime. You win a game at 90 minutes when the whistle goes off. And that is very important. The substitution was also very, very nice. I like to see the season is very long. We still have to go to Cairo. So take Otto off is very nice to see. And bringing Kota on keeps Saleng. Saleng can come 80 minutes off is fine. But for me, it's a very nice tactical match to see. No goals for conceded. It's very tight at the back. I'm not complaining. I'm just very happy with us 0-0. It's a good scoreline until now.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing that you say there, Wahib. Wahib, last 18 minutes, you've got Nkota, you've got Saleng, you've got Mfukeng. How do you play this last 17 minutes with Uraideng also there? What is the Mabasa also there?
With Mabasa now coming on, I'm seeing a more complete striker. Now we can get more in behind of the defense line. And the hold-up play, it's not that long, because Makopa is keeping the ball like 4-5 seconds too long, and that is the problem. We need somebody that when he gets the ball, he run at the defense. So Mabasa brings that new dynamic up front and change the change of play with Nkota. He's a left-footed playing on the, I think he's playing on the right-hand side now, with Saleng also up front. For me, it's something now. We have 2 attackers, 2 wides, 2 sitters. So now we just try and get the ball, play. We try to play at advantage, attack. We should attack. There's nothing more. We have enough players in behind, so that 4 players should just attack. There's nothing more to see.
Does it? Okay, no. Let me bring in somebody else. Let me bring in Sinja. Sinja, welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah, Mr. OT, how are you?
African football, Sinje, but it's a Champions League. Yeah. Nah, Champions League.
You know when you are in a room, ne, and you've got an odorless spray,
Okay.
and there's a mosquito going bzz, 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 in the room. You've got your two reactions. Either you chase it and smash it nje clean, and the noise goes away.
Yeah.
Or you can just watch it until it settles down, and then just spray it, and then that's the death of it. But
Okay.
either or, you know that it's going to die.
Mm.
You see, this is what Ahly is doing here. They're just waiting, playing here, not being dangerous, not being aggressive. They're just toying with Orlando Pirates to say, okay, maybe when we get to Cairo, we'll just spray Doomsday, Pele Yongelendo. And because the truth of the matter is this, I hear everyone is saying that it's a technical battle, but Orlando Pirates is the team that is at home. It is the team that is at home. It is the team that is supposed to be giving Ahly a run of its money.
Mm.
They cannot afford to be playing this Ahly tactical arm wrestling with each other. Ahly can, because they have the advantage of having the second leg at home. They can afford to toy. They can afford to not to flex their muscles. They can afford it. They can go 20%, 40% and hold it, and 50% and hold it. Orlando Pirates is supposed to be actually even try to get maybe that's the plan, to get a smash and grab at the end, but I don't think they can. But I want to agree with Wahib, yes?
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask, are we giving Ahly too much credit though? Maybe.
I think so, but no, not because we understand the caliber of team they are.
Okay.
You know, we understand the caliber of team they are. We understand their capabilities. We've seen it. We've watched it. And we know it. So
yeah.
A team of that nature, you can't be wanting to have a 0-0 result against it at home.
Mm.
You know, if it's a draw, let it be a 1-1, let it be a 2-2. But for you to play at home and not to have a single clear shot on target and make the keeper work, for me at home, it is a worry.
Yeah.
I'll be worried that for 70 minutes we have not even made the goalkeeper to make a save, to scare them, to get a reaction out of them. You know, I would be scared, but I want to agree with Wahib. I do enjoy the glimpse that I'm seeing from the middle of the park with Orlando Pirates. They look very threatening when they play the short passes for me. They look very threatening when they run into those spaces. And I think that's probably why President Ramayelo Bone is playing that 10 position, you know? Is that he is playing those short, but I would encourage them to do more because Ahly is wider, they've spread out. So there is channels of playing those short passes within, and ensure that Mbata is very well alert on that little ball that is going to be floating on the edge of the box and bang it in. Otherwise, it's good. I like to see the fans. This is what I like, Mr. Oti, in closing. You know, fans must be fans. They must not be analysts. The responsibility of the fan, it is to go to the stadium and fan.
Wait, Barasije.
Yeah.
Should Pirates be worried with these performances? Because it seems as though scoring is becoming an issue. And I want to take us bigger than this Ahly game. They've been a little bit on a downward trend in terms of scoring and winning games outright like that. Should they be worried about any of this?
They should. Conceding 1 goal a game, or minimum of 1 goal, clean sheet, and not scoring is not going to win you championships. As much as they say defense win you championships, hey, Puti, you must score. You must score goals as well. So this is good to see. This is championship football. Championship atmosphere. Stadium is full. I love the youth ministry as a Rema, by 57 when come to the stadium.
Every time I think you're going to end off on a nice note and leave me alone. Now I have to watch fighting. Let me go to Theo.
Hey, we are surviving. Hey, hi.
It's only 15 minutes.
Accidents. Hey, it's a lot. We are surviving. We wanted to watch the game sober, but it's not happening. Sibathe sibuka bokhokhomeloni well, it's a boring game, guys, man. Let's not lie to ourselves. Tactics or not, OT. Paris is at home. They're only missing the junior Chomo. They are missing junior Chomo. So no. Besides him, everyone is on the field. They got their players. The guy that plays on the left. Most of their players are back. What do you expect? You expect them to at least put up a good fight, man. Like, at least have 3 shots on targets that we can come out and say, if they score those chances, then it will be a different ball game. First of all, like, OT, this is not a final. It's not a semi-final. It's group stages, guys. Let's not come here and act as if if Paris loses this game, they're going to be knocked out. No, guys. Tactically, they are disciplined, OT, Ahly. I agree with my fellow captains here. I mean, Ahly, when they get to Cairo, they are going to show Paris Flames. And it's not the first time. They've done it before.
Yeah.
They have done it the very same thing when they knocked them out. I think it was in the final in 2013. They played a draw here. They went there. They moored them. And then, that's what they do, OT. And you know what Sundowns does that I hate, that most of our teams don't realize when they play against these teams. OT, when they defend, attack them like we have never attacked before. Force them to come out of their shell, because now they put in the guys like about Pesitao. They are trying with, okay, if we go to Cairo, if we start Pesitao, will there be a difference? You understand? They're actually using this game as an experiment. Whereas the Pirates has got nothing to lose. You have got everything to lose here, OT. You have everything to lose. Why? Because this is a game of consequence. If you're saying you want to win the Champions League, this is where we see you. If you want to play like this, then it's so high. When you need to fear my groups, go semi-finals, and I never fear my semi-finals because it's all figure 2.0. Iba shy foot. So, second half at least it has improved.
But are we not giving Ahly man too much credit, man? Lawantu nabo abana mashoti.
Yes, that's how they play. That's how they play. OT, it's like Motaung and Madrid. You understand? You know Madrid plays on transition. You're not gonna expect Madrid to about 20 passes, 30 passes. Look at them now. Look at them. Look at this. Look, this is a goal.
They've woken up. They've woken up.
They've woken up. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Simple things, OT. They are experimenting. This is an experiment. It must be a chaos of This is exactly what's going to happen. And the sad part is, here they're like, hey, it's a good game. It's a technical game, John, where these guys, they're strong as OT, these guys are strong in the air. They are strong in transition sometimes. They don't play Polanjang Pirates. But the Pirates should be playing how they usually play. But they're failing. That shows you they're not gonna go anywhere. And Ahly is doing exactly what they OT, to just wrap it up, if Ahly were doing something different, OT, I will come out and say, yeah, Nabo Manba feel. But they've been, even the Chiefs, OT, when they beaten us 2019, this is how they played.
We are the
only team that could went to the final. Top 10. Yes.
Yo.
Alright,
Think for agent. Ahly has woken up. It's that time.
if you want to talk to me directly, Sinji. Don't go through the corners. Eh? Don't go through the corners. Talk to me directly. No, man. Like I said, I expected them that the last 10 minutes they would wake up, conserve energy, then try and hit them the last 10 minutes. So that's what I expected. And one thing that I like is at this level, you make the substitutions. You don't have to have a UEFA Pro license. You know, the substitutions that I said should be made, they've been made. You know, there's no complication at this level. You know, so it just shows the intensity or the high caliber of this game. You know, but I just wanted to say that for me, I think now it's a case of Pirates. You are in a comfortable space. You know that you sometimes give Ahly trouble at their home. So just hold on for your draw. You don't have to go for a win. I'm in that camp for me personally. But
would they be making a mistake to allow Ahly to come at them? Like, for example, here, you've made some attacking subs, you've brought in Abomabas and all those guys, but we're not really seeing them because it seems like Pirates is like, hey, let's sit back. Are they making a mistake, and were the subs worth it?
You see, that's the thing, though, that you made attacking changes. But that then it means you lose your solid structure at the back, you know. But then again, like I said, Mbata was a liability. I think taking Makaula was also wrong. I think you should have kept Makaula because I think he was doing good. He was controlling that midfield. So yeah, I don't know. I think they've opened the space by those attacking changes. You know, I think that's where we were seeing Ahly in that sentence. But again, is it going to be a case of too little, too late? Probably. You know, yeah. But again, like I said, if I was a Paris fan, I wouldn't mind a draw in this game. Not at all.
No, Agent, thank you so much. I'm reading some of the comments here. They're saying, okay, Tito. Guys, Tito wasn't brought today. Montana, we've got maybe 9 minutes left. What do you say about this game and how it's ending?
What I say, I'm still on my prediction. It's gonna be 0-0, like I said. I think he made a big mistake by taking off Makaula, because you can't take your two midfielders out at the same time at this crucial stage, because Makaula was keeping that midfield compact. Now you can see Dlamini is not gonna win you balls. Dlamini and Kota and Mufukeng. You can see Alaka throwing those balls forward, and Pesita they told him to look out for Marco. Marco is not going forward now. You can see Pesita is watching him. So they are more direct than before. And Pirates is not giving us anything. I thought the game is going to change since they introduced Abonkota and Dlamini. But still nothing. And Mabasa, but Mabasa, I don't think he hasn't touched the ball so far. There's nothing. Instead, they might score a 1-0 goal from what I'm saying, because there's no control of the game. Pirates have the control of the game, not much, but it was better when Makaula was there. Now the game is open. Al-Hadi are getting more shots on target, so we must see an upset here by the look of things.
I just want to jump in and say that I think maybe barring Upezitao, I'd imagine that one of the big differences here is that Ahly made tactical changes that actually like progressed the game. So, for example, El Shahad, El Shahad coming on, Percy coming on, the other guy, I'm forgetting his name. They came on, Afsha. They came on and they've affected the game positively. So now you have to ask the question about Coach Jose. Has his subs changed anything? What has it done to the game? Is it now a little bit too open? Can Ahly steal something here like they normally do? This is going to be very interesting questions. Let me ask Wahib. Wahib, you're skating on thin ice, my brother.
I think we're playing with fire, OD.
Yeah.
We're playing with fire in this last 10 minutes now. We've been playing with fire, but I think it's good for the team.
Oh, hang on, Zebo. Hang on, I'll come to you. Wahib?
I do think it's good. The players must feel the pressure, and I do think that when you're on the stage, the pressure would fall on you. We're playing
It's
for
gonna end up as a draw
against a big team, so you must be smart. You can't lose this game. You're playing home, so it's fine. We can grow from here. It's 4 points out of 2 games.
Okay.
We haven't lost. So I think it's a positive result. The game is not finished, but we shall see it out there. It's okay. For me, as a Pirates fan, it's okay. The manager it must get a dip in form. It will only grow as the season goes. It's still early, but we're not losing yet.
Okay. Let me bring in Zebo. Hey, man. Zebo, you can jump again.
I can.
You can. What are you saying about the game? Welcome.
Maybe it's gonna be a Pirates win.
Do you think Pirates can steal it here?
I don't know. It's gonna end up as a draw. I'm a Sundowns fan.
Yes, Sundowns fan. Hi, man. Okay, I see blessing. Come on. Anyway, tell me, what did you like about this game? Where did Paris go wrong?
The shots on target. The shots.
Oh, Zebo.
Maybe it's gonna end up as a draw.
Okay. No, Zebo. Thank you so much, Zebo. Let me go to CJ. CJ.
Yeah, yes, man. One thing, man, Mr. Oti, that I also wanted to highlight before, brilliant officiating, man. Brilliant officiating. We have to give, this is what we want. You see, the ref is not the talk of the game. The referee is not the talk of the game. Management of the game, clear communication, stamp authority, not aggressively, communication, making the players understand each and every decision the referee makes. Lovely. You see, this is what we want. Not the other ones. We are not going to mention their names. Yeah. As the phone we need to switch about 45K here. But anyway, besides that, you asked a question whether the subs are from the Pirates side are influencing the game in one way or another. I know a lot of people are saying that he should have not taken Makaula, but I think for some odd reason, I'm enjoying what Tim is doing. He's covering very well, and but the only problem is that once they receive the ball, they are not doing something worthy of it. Like now, they're gonna get the ball. This ball is not going to have. You see what I mean? What happened to the ball?
Yeah.
That's my only concern, is that they would do well to retrieve the ball, and then once the ball is within their possession, they're not going to do anything to show danger of it. That's the only thing from Pirates, for me, that was lacking in this game. It is the viciousness and the lethalness of Orlando Pirates to be dangerous when they have the ball, to show intention and intent that we want to win this game. That for me is the only downfall that made this game to seem boring. But I understand from Ahly, you know, they were training at Naturena, and we know what's going on there. But even with that,
Aye. Never train ko M Tigers. This nyama's coming from somewhere else.
But yeah, man, good luck, the parents, when you go to Cairo. Oh, again, agent. Again, our agent. Again, hey. That's cheaply, you want the parents. Yes, community service. I've never seen it.
Agent, hey.
Did you know, well, before I leave, did you know that they've got a WhatsApp group, a national WhatsApp group, like national for Sundowns supporters? They've got a WhatsApp group. That's how small that is. Where have you ever heard of Orlando Pirates WhatsApp group? Yeah, these people, they don't
hey, agent, come in, agent.
A coach called Zwani once said, "Who am I to bring myself to the level of our Chiefs and I should be taken to Dortmund? Who am I? I shouldn't be engaging Chiefs fans at this moment."
Let's close off the game. Hey, we just taking you out. Hey, you guys.
No, man, but I have two questions for you.
Okay.
And one comment. One first question is Ashanawa a good keeper?
He was. Not anymore.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's not no.
Yeah, he's not. Even at his peak, Sherman, I've never felt him, man. I don't know. There's something off about him. I don't know, man. But that's besides the point. And then the second comment before I go to the next question is, I think it's highly unnecessary for Paris to be booing Pesitao. I don't know why they're booing him. Is he a former Sundowns player? They're booing him for that. Is it because he's playing for Ahly? If he's playing for Ahly, why are you not booing the entire team? Why are you booing a South African? And you are being blackmailed that you're supposed to support a South African team. I'm not saying clap hands for him. He's playing for the opposition, sure, but why are you booing him? I think that is classless. If you are booing him because he's an Al Ahly player, then boo the entire Al Ahly team, not just Pesitao.
Yeah,
it's typical black wokeness that I associate most of the time with clever blacks, the so-called clever blacks. You know, you would rather hate on your own than on others. So I think it should be condemned at all costs. That don't boo, don't be cows. No, I know someone said they look somehow, but anyways, I'm not going to go there. I'm on national TV. That's the first thing. But anyways, another thing I think for me is good. Like I said, I anticipated that this might happen during the halftime, that it might be a case of, both of us get 4 points. So why should we, go to gear 2?
Yeah.
You're both comfortable. You can both shine together, So I think good point for both teams. And Dal Ali, what is it called? Drought continues in South Africa. What makes it so difficult for them to play in SA? I think maybe that's the question, because I don't think we can just merely reduce it to heat. I think it has to be something, like, I don't know, because we have even played them at 6 sometimes, sometimes they're not even that hot, but somehow they haven't won here, they've even played Abu Platinum Stars, I think, if I recall well. So
well, do they need to win here? I think that's the other thing. Like, the reason I was asking who would benefit more from a draw, does Al Ahly really need to win?
I think maybe that's the answer to the question why they don't win here. Maybe they don't put as much effort here, and maybe that's how you win the Champions League, that you don't overexert yourself in the first leg, I mean, in away, that is, one thing that was kind of good but not good with Sundowns last season or the past 2 seasons is we are dominant home and away. You know, we don't know how to play away games. You know, so it will be interesting to see how we play. And that's my last comment. I don't want to hear any comment about the game boring at 9 o'clock. Any comment. Zero comments about games boring, please. Yeah? Please. Thank you, man.
Speaking about 9 o'clock, AS Maniema Union has drawn with Raja Casablanca. So, Sundowns fans, man, hey, at least Bale Zama kako. It's strong Maniema, man.
So maybe Maniema is not that bad, ne? Maybe Maniema is not that bad. But like I said, it was Dama and Dama. Where is Raja in the log? I think I need to know that. Where is Raja in the blog? Because I don't think Raja has been doing that well this season. Ever since Coach Zimbabwe left.
Zimbabwe left. But it's I'm gonna change it.
The 8th.
The 8th, yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Okay. Now, guys, I'm gonna close it because we're gonna be back at 9. This is all I'll say about this game. This is an African game. This is an African game. This is a game where you're facing a team that is not going to try very hard to play you. Ahly had all of their shots come in that last 10 to 15 minutes where they looked a little bit dangerous. But for most of the game, they sat back, which is what we're expecting a lot from Ahly. This is what they do, right? Ahly doesn't mind going out and getting a draw away in these type of games and then just somehow getting out of the group. Once you get into the Champions League stages, this is a whole different game. The one thing that I need to bring up about this game, about Orlando Pirates and the difference between Orlando Pirates and Ahly, I think Coach Jose needs to watch his substitutions now. We know that Pirates normally doesn't have game-changing players like that on the bench, right? And I maybe understand a little bit of what he wanted to do with Mkota coming in the second half. But I think him making those changes about my 65th minute, it destabilized the Pirates and allowed Ahly to come back and play. Now, to be fair to him, if Pirates was a little bit more awake, maybe they could have gotten away with a counter-attack or two trying to go up against the Ahly. But for the most part, this is what Ahly does. I said it from the beginning. They play ugly. You will not point to an Ahly game where they've played beautiful and they dominated from minute 1 and all the way through. Ahly doesn't pitch to games. They don't play combinations. You don't see the patterns and all of that stuff. Jiggy, you'll wake up and you've lost 1-0. That is what African football is. So I think on one hand, you can say you might be a little bit disappointed with Pirates because they weren't able to win at home. But also, you got to give Pirates some credit that they did not fall by the wayside, similar to a lot of teams who have played Ahly, who have been 0-0 up until the 85th minute, and they've caught a goal or two and lost. So I think that's why I'm going to close it. Yeah, guys, I don't know what we're expecting for those who are watching this game against Ahly thinking it's going to be fireworks. That's not what Ahly does unless time calls for it in the knockouts. So Pirates keep their point. Ahly keep a point. Both the teams have 4 points up to this point. So I think, yeah, we'll see what CR Belouizdad does in their game coming up. They might make it interesting, Abu Mayo and them. But otherwise, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll be back again, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, AS FAR versus Mamelodi Sundowns is the game we're going to be watching together, similar to this. Let's see if Coach Mangoba can do something that side. Maniema Union drawing 1-1 with Raja Casablanca. Guys, kita lebih 9. Bye, everyone.